Hello everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a real quick reading on what their current intentions are. So we will be taking a look at their subconscious intentions, which are meant to represent what they are thinking and feeling about you, as well as their conscious intentions, which are meant to represent what they are going to do about the connection in real life. So, pile 1, we have rose quartz. Pile 2, we have sodalite. And pile 3, we have labradorite. Hello, pile 1, my rose quartz pile. Let's take a look at your person's subconscious intentions first. Let's see what are their hopes and dreams for this connection. What is on their mind when it comes to this connection? Okay, let's take a quick look. How are they thinking and feeling about you, etc.? Okay, we are taking a look first at what's going on with them in the subconscious. Let's see. Okay, pile 1, we have the Hermit, the Six of Cups, and the Star. What a lovely little message here. So the Hermit, the Six of Cups, and the Star is definitely indicating romantic feelings. It's definitely indicating a want to move things forward. However, I will say when it comes to the Hermit card, there's definitely an indication that this person has either been single for a hot minute, or you've been single for a hot minute, or this person is someone who is definitely taking their time when it comes to expressing how it is that they feel. Okay, that Hermit card is going to bring up for me that this person is someone who might not have that much experience in regard to romantic relationships, or they might be unsure of themselves, because the Hermit, he's, generally a loner. The Hermit can represent somebody who likes to hermit, somebody who's very introverted, but it can also represent someone who takes their time to think things over. It represents a lot of self-reflection. It represents more so of a personal or a soul-searching journey. So what I like to see him, why I like to see him here, is because it's indicative of this person really taking their time. It could also be indicative of this person ensuring that they themselves are ready. And when it comes to, like their subconscious intentions, they know that they have taken the time to, let's say, be to themselves, for themselves, by themselves. They've taken that time that they've needed to heal, to soul search, to even enjoy being single. But they've really made sure that they're walking into this connection as someone who is, let's say, I'm going to say, who has healed from previous connections. They're coming into this connection as somebody that's not carrying baggage into their next relationship. They're coming into this relationship or this connection as someone who has reflected upon and closed the door on their past, so that they're not bringing it into this connection with you. Now, when it begins to get more into their romantic feelings and how they feel about you, we have the Six of Cups and the Star, which is lovely to see here. To me, the Six of Cups is and the Star are going to bring up that there are romantic feelings. It's an indication that this person definitely wants to move this connection forward. The Star at times can indicate that at times this person is rather idealistic. So that can be an indication that, for the most part, at this point in time, as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Not every single message will resonate with you. If it does not resonate with you, it is not meant for you. But the Star would indicate that at this point in time, this person might not have really done or said anything about the connection itself. Okay, there's an indication here that this person, for the most part, has had this connection on their mind, that they've been thinking about doing things, wanting to do things, etc., but they haven't exactly made any solid moves yet. The Six of Cups to me would indicate, though, that there is this emotional bond that the two of you have with one another, this emotional investment that's already been built. The Six of Cups is a card that can definitely definitely indicate friendships and things such as that. So this might be somebody that you have been getting to know better. And I feel like when it comes to this person's approach, especially since they might not have the most experience in romantic relationships, or they're somebody that likes to take their time, they are certainly perhaps going to try to go on that friendship route before they're going to go, straight right into a romantic relationship, or even, let's say, towards some type of physically intimate sexual type of route. This seems to be somebody who's really trying to get to know you better. They already see how caring, supportive, and loving you are as their friend or as their acquaintance even. And they're very hopeful that this connection is going to result in a romantic relationship, and that the two of you are going to deepen the level of commitment within this connection, etc., and so on. Okay, so as far as their subconscious intentions are quite swell. Very, very lovely to see here, let's say. Now let's take a look at their conscious intentions, okay? Because the subconscious, again, it focuses more so on their thoughts and feelings. The conscious intentions are where we are going to get into, what is this person going to do about the connection, okay? What are they going to do? We've got the moon. The moon to me is going to directly indicate that this person is going to keep their feelings hidden. Okay, they're keeping their feelings hidden, at least for now. Okay, that was just the first card to jump out. But I feel like, again, for many of us at this point in time, this person hasn't opened up to us about how they feel. It's been very much so in this person's head. Okay, they idealize about the connection, and when we see the moon can represent things that are hidden. The moon can represent a whole slew of things, but as it pertains to this reading, I would say it represents things that are hidden, secrets left uncovered per se, and it can also be representing fear and anxiety. Okay, so this person might be very fearful of making any type of move. And I feel like that's another reason why, again, we might see this person really taking a friendship route when it's coming to getting to know us, perhaps right now. We've got the Strength card jumping out next. The Strength card is going to represent that this person is building up their confidence and their courage to make some sort of positive movement forward. And when it comes to their subconscious intentions and kind of what it is that they've got going on in their life or in their head, let's say, they know that they need to build up their confidence. So I'm assuming that that's something that is, it's something that they're conscious of, but it's also something that they've been working on in this hermit, soul-searching sort of journey that they've been on. Okay, let's see. One last card. What are they doing about this connection? What are their conscious intentions? Okay, what are you? And we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so I feel like with this person, it's going to take some time and it's going to take some patience. And I feel like for many of us, it's already taken time and it's already taken patience. So this connection might exist the way it has been for, let's say, a couple of more months even. It might continue to exist as the two of you deepening that emotional bond that you have with one another. It could continue to exist as this sort of friendship. Because the way that their conscious intentions roll out and their conscious intentions are meant to represent what it is that they will do in real life. We have the moon, which indicates they're keeping this to themselves for now. It can also indicate that they're fearful, anxious, and perhaps insecure, because the next card to jump out is strength. What they're trying to do is they're trying to build up their courage and their confidence. I feel like this is something that they are very clearly working on, both consciously and subconsciously. When we move forward and we see the Ace of Cups is indicative of new love or new romantic relationships. In this case, I would say it would be indicative of deepening the level of commitment within the connection and or, asking you out, telling you how they feel, etc. I feel like for the time being, obviously your person's trying to build up the confidence that they need, which means that at this point in time, for many of us, the secret will still remain hidden until your person builds up that inner strength, that confidence, that courage, and actually does something about the connection. So this is a very lovely intentions reading, in my opinion. Although it might be taking some patience and might have already taken some patience on your part when it comes to this person. It's a very lovely reading because I would say that their subconscious and their conscious intentions match up. Okay? We can clearly see when it comes to their conscious intentions that they are quite anxious, but they're doing things and they're helping themselves and they're guiding themselves through this journey to allow for them to build up their self-worth, their inner strength, their courage, their confidence, etc. And this is going to result in this person taking this connection and what they see for it, idealistically per se, out of their head and opening up to you about the way it is that they feel. So pile 1, I really hope that that does make sense and that it begins to resonate the further you get into this connection with this person. Thank you so, so much for allowing me to read for you today. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 2, my sodalite pile. Today we are taking a look at your person's intentions. So first we will look at their subconscious intentions to see what it is that they are thinking and feeling and hoping and wishing about when it comes to this connection. And then we will take a look at their conscious intentions to see what it is that they are actually going to do about the connection. So pile 2, let's get right into it. Let's get some cards out here to represent their subconscious intentions. We have the Artist, so there's a lot of idealism. There's a lot of hoping and dreaming. They also feel very passionately about this connection. They want to see this connection grow and flourish. We've got the 6 of Wands jumping out next, so there's a lot of attraction. And let's see, can we get a card about their... Too many cards were like gliding out of the top of the deck. And we've got the Temperance card. Okay. So we've got the Artist, we've got the 6 of Wands, and we've got Temperance jumping out. This is a very good start to this reading. When it comes to their subconscious intentions, they are clearly feeling some type of way about you. Again, with that Artist card, we had a similar message in pile 1 as well when it came to one of the cards that jumped out. The Artist can represent idealism, which does mean that for some of us, this person has not really opened up to us or explained to us how it is that they are feeling or what it is that they envision, because a lot of this might be remaining in their head versus them expressing themselves to you, okay, as of yet. And of course, that might not resonate with everybody, so as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does not resonate with you, it is not meant for you. But for some of us, it's quite clear to me here when we start off with a card like the Artist, which definitely indicates idealism, that this person thinks a lot about this connection, has a lot of hopes and dreams when it comes to this connection, but hasn't exactly opened up, expressed themselves, asked you out, etc. Okay, but when we move forward to the 6 of Wands, and not only that, before I move forward, the Artist is going to represent passion, and in that regard, it could also represent that there's chemistry between you both. And I just wanted to mention that because to me, the 6 of Wands can reflect some of those it can reflect that message as well, that there might be strong chemistry between the both of you, that there might be a lot of passion, or the two of you are very passionate people. They feel also, I would say, with that 6 of Wands, there's a lot of physical attraction. Okay, there's a huge amount of physical attraction toward you. Okay, so there's chemistry between the both of you. There's attraction between the both of you. And this person, I just feel also with that 6 of Wands, they feel very drawn to you. They also feel like, this might be a weird message, but like in a sense, let's say they consider you to be somebody who is, let's say, very worthy. Like you're somebody who maybe has high self-worth. You're somebody who has a lot of confidence, and they look at you as somebody who has a lot of value. And that's not in a creepy way or a smarmy way. That's in a good way. Like they look at you as somebody who really has a lot going for them. They look at you as somebody who's very successful. And I feel like in regard to this connection and in regard to their intentions, let's say, their intention is to hopefully have a very successful and happy and harmonious relationship with you. You know, their hopes are to see where this attraction and this chemistry gets the both of you, because it seems, again, to me, that, let's say, romantic feelings or spilling your hearts out to one another, wearing your hearts on your sleeves, isn't exactly something that's really been occurring within this connection. But this person's hopeful that the chemistry and the attraction and the passion that seems to exist between the two of you is going to lead to that, sort of romance. And I feel like the Temperance card lessens, it's still bringing up, that this person's attracted to you, etc. But it also lessens that message and takes us more so into that there is some type of emotional bond between the both of you. Okay, that this person, again, they feel very drawn to you. There's a lot of chemistry within this connection. This person feels like you're somebody, or at least to them, you've always been someone who's very comforting and supportive. You're somebody who seems to be very balanced. And I just feel like, too, they look at you as someone who, again, going back to that valuable or worthy message, it's like they look at you as somebody who really has it all. You've got everything going for you. You've got a bunch of different things in your life right now, perhaps, that are really going for you, and they're very attracted to that. I hope that makes sense, because it's like they're very attracted to whatever successes you have, whatever victories you have, whatever achievements you've done, and they just look at you as somebody who's I want to keep using the word balanced, and balance will come from that Temperance card, where you are someone who has so much going for you, but you're not someone who's, let's say, arrogant about it. Okay, you're somebody who's very confident in themselves, but you're not arrogant and you're not cocky, etc. And anyway, as this boils down, let's say, because obviously we just went over, how they're thinking and feeling, and I feel like when it comes to their intentions and what their subconscious intentions are, is that they're hoping to build off of that chemistry and attraction that seems to exist between the both of you and move it forward into a more so romantic relationship. And I feel like something subconsciously that this person wants to do, or perhaps is already trying to do. But again, we'll see now as we pull more cards for their conscious intentions. I feel like something that they're trying to do is build a deeper, per se, emotionally intimate bond, because the two of you perhaps can already tell that there's the chemistry and the attraction, or this person already feels that chemistry and attraction between the both of you. And it's almost like now with that Temperance card, they're trying to bring that back into balance via what their subconscious intentions are, to try to build a deeper emotional bond with you. So I hope that makes sense. Let's move forward now to their conscious intentions, which are meant to represent basically what are they doing in real life, and what are they going to do in real life when it comes to this connection. Okay, what are they planning on doing when it comes to this connection? We've got the Fool. The Fool to me can represent a new beginning of some sort. It can also indicate to me, though, that maybe there's already been, especially since right now this person's idealizing about a more so romantic relationship. For some of us, and again, as I always say, take what resonates and leave the rest, but for some of us, we might already have a sort of casual relationship with this person. Maybe we've already really focused on, like, let's say, physical intimacy, attraction, the chemistry that exists between the two of us, and this person sees that this connection could be something more. So in real life, there's perhaps been a focus that's been placed, or this connection might continue moving forward as this sort of non-committal, casual thing that you've got going on with this person right now. But your person is hoping for there to be a new beginning within this relationship, or within this connection. Oop. And makes a lot of sense, because the Ace of Pentacles jumps out next. Ace of Pentacles, or all the aces, really can represent a new beginning. But what I feel like when it comes to this connection is this new beginning is going to make this connection more stable and secure. This connection is going to, this new beginning that your person wants to go after is going to make this connection more committed to one another. So again, for those of us, and I feel like it makes sense either way, but something that could be a possibility here. But I do feel like it makes sense either way. Like, this could be somebody that's in your life, and there's a lot of chemistry and attraction between the two of you. This person's trying to or wants to pivot this connection, change the dynamic of it, and make it something more so romantic in nature. And here, let's just say you haven't hooked up with this person. There's nothing casual, non-committal going on between the two of you right now. There's still a strong indication of this person moving forward toward and wanting to move forward toward, take that leap of faith, take that chance towards a new beginning between the both of you that's going to explore the opportunity that exists between the two of you in regard to a romantic relationship. So again, take what resonates to your exact situation. I do strongly feel that both are possibilities here and are obviously meant for different, two different groups of people per se. But it does seem like to me, as far as their conscious intentions, they want to take that leap of faith. They want the new beginning that they feel and that they see for this connection that they've been idealizing about, because they see that there's opportunity and potential for this connection to be more committed or more romantic, etc. And let's get one last card out here. Oh my goodness, all of the cards. So many cards jumped out. But what I find kind of interesting about it is its death, which would represent a new beginning, 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles, basically all yet again reaffirming this message of this person as far as their conscious intentions. They want to move this connection forward toward something that's more committed to one another. Okay, so I put all those cards in the back of the deck. None of them jumped out. None of them jumped out again. But let's see what we could get out here today for our final card. And we've got the Ace of Cups. We actually had the Ace of Cups jump out last for the other pile too, for pile 1. So Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Fool. This person, again, they see, and this is part of their conscious intention. I feel like it's, again, absolutely beautiful intentions reading, in my opinion, because their subconscious and their conscious intentions are pretty much matching up. Okay, as far as their subconscious intentions, we got the indication that this person's idealizing a lot about this connection. There's been a focus on perhaps the chemistry and the attraction, and they want to move this connection forward toward a more so romantic relationship. Here, in their conscious intentions, we have them wanting to take a leap of faith, move this connection forward, have a new beginning with you. 3 cards here, all representing a new beginning. The new beginning that they see is that, and again, the Fool can represent casual or non-committal, whether you are or not. Doesn't really matter. Or as always, take what resonates, leave the rest. But this Fool, at the end of the day, is representing them wanting to make a new beginning or take a leap of faith toward making this connection more committed and more romantic in nature. Okay, so very, very similar messages between the conscious or the subconscious and the conscious intentions that this person has. They see that this connection has the potential to have a romantic or to be more so romantic in nature, whether that means that the two of you are friends or acquaintances and there's chemistry and attraction between you both, or whether that means that the two of you are FWBs or in some sort of situationship, whatever the case might be. Your person wants to move this connection forward toward a new romantic beginning. So I do hope very much so that that makes sense and that it resonates for those of us who it is meant for. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 3, my labradorite pile. Let's take a look at your person's subconscious and conscious intentions. Their subconscious intentions are meant to represent how it is that they feel about you, what it is that is on their mind, what are they thinking, what are their hopes and dreams when it comes to this connection. And their conscious intentions are meant to represent what exactly they are going to do in real life when it comes to this connection. So pile 3, let's take a look. What are your person's subconscious intentions? Okay, how are they thinking and feeling, etc.? What's the first card? We've got the 5 of Pentacles. They might be feeling a little left out in the cold at this point in time. We've got the Page of Cups. And we have the 8 of Cups. So, and even the 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, just to sort of set the tone per se, The Five of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is definitely indicating that there's a lot of nervousness and a lot of anxiety that your person has when it comes to moving this connection forward. That Five of Pentacles, it can indicate being left out in the cold, but more importantly so, I feel like as it pertains to this connection right now and what this person's current intentions are, is that your person might be feeling insecure. Okay, your person might feel insecure. They might also feel like, again, when it comes to that left out in the cold message, which is a direct indication or a direct meaning per se of the Five of Pentacles, it could more so be that this person feels like they're on the outskirts of your life. That's sort of the message that I'm getting from this. They might feel like they're on the outskirts of your life, and maybe they are. To me, what I would take for that, or at least the way that I'm interpreting the message of that, is more so that this person might be someone who's, let's say, more of an acquaintance. Even like, let's say this could be a peer at school. This could be a colleague at work. This could even be like a friend of a friend type of situation. This isn't somebody that feels like they're in your life full time. You know, like this isn't someone that you're having regular communication with, or somebody that you're seeing and hanging out with regularly, sort of thing. It feels more like this person's a little bit, let's say, on the outskirts of your life, at least at that point in time. As always, take that how it resonates to your situation, and take what resonates and leave the rest. Not every single thing is going to resonate with every single person, and if it does not resonate with you at all, then it is not meant for you. But I do feel like there's such a strong indication here. It's even reminding me of, let's say, somebody that we haven't spoken to in a while. Like this could be somebody that maybe we did go to school with or we did work with and we used to see them every day. And now we don't see them every day. Maybe it's, you know, a message sent here or there, seeing one another at a mutual friend's house here or there. But this person, I don't know why that keeps coming up, but and it's part of their thoughts and feelings when it comes to this connection. It's part of their intentions, perhaps, that this is something that they want to rectify. This is something that they want to move away from. Is this sort of being on the outskirts of your life sort of message. And it makes a lot of sense as to why, because the Page of Cups is certainly going to indicate that this person has a crush on you, has romantic feelings for you, but I would also say that these feelings have not been explored yet. The pages in general can represent immaturity, but to me what this is coming out with is how this is sort of like in its infancy, or like it's at an immature stage in the game when it comes to this connection. Not saying that you're immature or that your person's immature, but as far as their subconscious intentions, it's kind of like this feeling, these feelings that they haven't really been able to explore them or mature them. So it's kind of, I don't know if I'm describing that correctly. I really hope that I'm making sense or in what I'm trying to convey. I don't know if I am describing it as well as I could be, but for me, this Page of Cups is almost like, again, this idea that they have, or these feelings that they have, are somewhat in their infancy. They're somewhat immature. They're not exactly like nailed down sort of feelings. And that's not to say that they don't have them, but what it sort of is reminding me of is like an admirer from afar. That this is somebody where you and they have not really ever explored the feelings that you have for one another. And at times might not have even explored the connection itself. You know, for some of you, this could really be someone who is, again, on the outskirts of your life. This isn't really someone that you know too well or that they know too much about you, which is why this, you know, admirer from afar sort of message is bringing up that immaturity message. Like these feelings haven't really been given a chance to be explored yet. That these feelings, are really even, let's say as well, based on idealism, because this person like admires you, has this crush on you, has these feelings for you, but it's kind of like, and in that immaturity message too, it's kind of like a puppy love thing, like it feels more like a puppy love thing because the two of you perhaps don't know one another well enough to have more so matured feelings for one another. I hope that that makes sense in some way, shape, or form. I'm trying to convey it as coherently as I can, so I hope that I'm making sense. When we move forward to the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups to me is basically indicating that this person wants to make positive movement forward. They want to move out of this being on the outskirts of your life, and they want to even, let's say, move out of this idealism. They want to start making positive movement forward towards something, something true, something potential, something tangible actually occurring within this connection. I hope that that makes sense in some way for you when it comes to this person. Maybe even for you, again, like maybe this person, you and this person are on the outskirts of each other's lives. You're not really friends. You're more so of acquaintances. You might work together, but it's not like the two of you are besties in the workplace. So it feels very much so to me that both of you are interested in one another. Both of you have these little crushes on one another, perhaps. And when it comes to this person's intentions, they want to explore that. But they know that they need to make positive movement forward when it comes to whatever this Five of Pentacles is representing, because they want to be someone who, let's say, is more so in your life, not just on the outskirts of your life. Like they want to get closer to you, per se. And now let's get their conscious intentions. What are they planning on doing when it comes to this connection? Because they want to make positive movement forward. We've got actually the Two of Swords jumping out first. The Two of Swords would indicate to me that they're anxious and they're conflicted on how it is that they should do this. Like they're conflicted about it. They at times are... It's not even so much that they're taking their time. I would say it's almost like they're too anxious to make that move. Okay, that they are at times perhaps even, let's say, one thing that I would say with the Two of Swords as well, they might be in denial about there being some sort of chemistry or attraction between the two of you. Because they might feel like the two of you don't really know one another quite that well yet. And they might feel like, okay, we need to explore this more, because I feel like that Eight of Cups is them subconsciously. They want to explore this more. They want to explore the connection more. And that Two of Swords, as far as their conscious intentions at times, I feel like is them almost talking themselves out of it. Maybe that's what's been going on. Maybe that's why at times this person has continued and you've continued to be on the outskirts of one another's lives in whatever way that makes sense for the two of you. So it just feels like to me at times this person's in denial. This person, again, one of the first things I said with the Five of Pentacles, this person is very insecure. Now let's get another card or two out here to represent their conscious intentions. Again, I really feel like a large part of what's going on with this person is that they're insecure. The two of you aren't really exactly super close to one another, at least not at this point in time. And this person wants to make a move. They want to make that positive movement forward toward you, but they definitely hold themselves back. And I feel like at times they're in denial of that there's potential that this could work. And I feel like a large part of that has to deal with their insecurities. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is beautiful to see here after these, insecure, in denial of types of messages that have been coming out. And then we have the last card that jumped out onto the floor, which was the Emperor. Overall, this reading got to become a bit more lovelier than perhaps where we started, because I do feel like the Wheel of Fortune is wonderful to see here. The Wheel of Fortune indicates that this person is readying themselves, per se, to make a move of some sort. The Wheel of Fortune indicates to me that as far as this person's conscious intentions, they'd rather take the chance, they'd rather shoot their shot, they'd rather, they'd rather go after this. And even in their fear of being rejected, or even in their insecurities. But they'd rather go after this than not. And I feel like that's kind of where your person's mindset might currently be at. Yes, are they holding themselves back? Yes, are they nervous? Etc. Of course they are. But I do feel like your person, even on this conscious level, they're beginning to realize that they'd rather take their chance and they'd rather go for it with you than never have gone for it at all, if that makes sense. Okay, and the Emperor is indicative of them wanting something more stable and secure out of this connection. The Emperor to me would be indicating that this person also, let's say, even conscious, like even via their conscious intentions, this person might not be the most vocal per se about the way in which they are feeling. Okay, so even as far as their conscious intentions, this person might struggle, and we can see with that Two of Swords as well that they're going to struggle. But my favorite thing about their conscious intentions is perhaps the Wheel of Fortune, and also, of course, that they want something stable and secure and committed, etc. You know, they're not really looking for, their intentions aren't to do anything bad here. Their intentions are quite pure. But it's more so that Wheel of Fortune that really stands out to me in the messages that were coming through from it. That they want to take their chance, that they want to make positive movement forward here. That they'd rather go for this than never have tried at all. And I feel like their subconscious and their conscious intentions, for the most part, match up with one another, which is a positive thing to see, because we usually want them to match up. As far as them consciously, they're trying to work through this, what's going on here. Again, especially mixed with that subconscious intention of them walking away from and moving on from and healing from their insecurities. That's something that they're doing, and they're very quickly beginning to realize that they want to take a chance on this connection. You know, they want to take their chance, they want to go for it, they want to shoot their shot, etc., because they don't want to miss out on what this connection has the potential of being. So this person, they might, or definitely, I will say, they will definitely require some patience on your part, but it does seem like to me this person's doing what they need to do via working through their insecurities, and perhaps they are also working on, at that same time, trying to get closer to you or making some positive movement forward toward you. I do feel like, again, them getting over their insecurities and sort of like pulling their head out of their butt and recognizing that there's something between the both of you. It's not just them. You know, it's not just them. You are also feeling the same type of way, per se. I feel like this person does or is going to recognize through whatever personal or inner work that they're doing that they would rather take a chance on this connection because of how strongly they feel and because of how much attraction and chemistry exists between the two of you. They're beginning to recognize that they'd much rather take a chance on it because of how they think and feel it will be, versus never taking a chance on it at all. So I do feel very strongly in saying, yes, they'll require more patience, but more than likely this person is going to make some sort of positive movement forward. And I feel like one of the first ways, or one of their first intentions in doing so, is by generally just getting closer to you in whatever way that they can. However, I will say that not far off of that, there is going to be some sort of, you know, asking you out type of thing happening with that Wheel of Fortune, because it's just such this gung-ho energy of them wanting to take their chance, of them, again, wanting to shoot their shot, of them wanting this to be a connection that is more so stable, committed, and secure than anything else. So it does feel like to me that they're going to take a chance and put themselves out there in the way that they should, in order to hopefully deepen and move forward and make positive movement forward with this connection in a more so romantic way. I hope that makes sense. Pile 3, as always, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.